Good morning, y'all. It's Jewell here from the Growth Track. So right now it's 5:18 in the morning, and I'm heading toward my men's group, the F3. That's F3 stands for Fellowship, Fitness, and Faith, right? And I have been part of men's group for a while. From New York City days to Michigan, I was heavily involved in Michigan. My men's group a chapter there, and now here I'm in Austin, and I just found this group and I love it. Honestly, it's one of the best group I have been to, because it's peer led. There's no egotistical leader who's running the show, thinks that they're hot shit, and so they're just you have that sense of egalitarian vibe. And the leadership, it's servant leadership. There's no ego here. Some organization you run into that. That's a problem. That's something that doesn't resonate with me. So here I don't feel that. And the best part is it's free. I get a good workout in, sense of community, brotherhood, and it's free. I mean, how do you beat that, right? You can't. And why do I go to men's group? Why do I do men's work? Because we men tend to be a lone wolf. I've been a lone wolf for a long time, before this journey. And that, what I mean by that is that men, we tend to deal with our stress by ourselves. We don't talk. We think we could just do it, handle the load of the world on our shoulders by ourselves without reaching out and, live to a community, a sense of brotherhood, and a family where we could, share, let things off our chest, get some ideas, get some input, and then go and tackle what we need to do, right? So this is very important as a human being. This is very important. Women tend to do it naturally. Women do this where they will talk, they will share, and they feel good, and then they do their things. Now, men, we don't. So that's why men's group is very important. They're with that said, yeah, so you're going to see me in the park with my men, where I'm going to interview them, I'm going to talk to them, and I'm just going to ask them, hey, what do you do? What do you do? And from there, we'll work out. You'll see the process today, and hopefully you get something out of it. And
I think
this man here, Impact, is doing this 6 days a week.
6 days a week.
So you're obsessed, man.
I don't know if I call it obsessed.
But I like it. It's passion. It's
yes,
passion.
Exactly.
It's passion.
I'm passionate.
So why are you at 6 days a week, man?
I just want to be there for the guys that come out.
Right.
Anytime somebody comes out, I don't want anybody doing a beat down by themselves. So I try to be there.
So you want to help out with the beat down?
Well, I like nothing worse than somebody stepping up the lead and then no one to lead, right?
Right.
I figured at least I'll have one if I show up. So that's kind of my thought process, and it keeps me going. So, I used to do it for me, and now I do it for others, which is another example of how your leadership changes. You go from, getting something from what you're doing to giving something to what you're doing.
Yes. So speaking of giving, I see, from day one, I seen you give me a lot, right? How you reach out to me, and God guided me with the group. So what is the biggest? What are the things you've seen in men that are consistently showing up from between 6 months to a year or beyond? What do you see in their change, in their life and the changes they're making?
Yeah, I think the best testimonies are the ones that they provide from their wives.
Oh, really?
Anybody can
relationship.
Yeah. Anybody can say, hey, I'm definitely more fit. I can do things I couldn't do before, and that's great because the first F is fitness.
Right.
But to me, the real value comes from applying that discipline that you learn here in other aspects of your life, right? So if you're not taking the lessons learned here, the encouragement given here, and passing it on, I do this in my house. I try to be a better husband, try to be a better father.
Better man.
I have 3 kids, and
Nice.
you know, I want them. I don't want them to say, "Oh, Dad says he's got discipline." I want them to say, "My dad shows his discipline. He's out there 6 days a week. He does these things. He's there for me. He responds quickly." Well, why does he respond quickly? Well, because that's what he does at F3 also, right? And so when it becomes part of your nature, then there's no faking it. There's no performance.
You embody it. You
I
embody
don't
it.
have to prove anything to anyone except me, right?
Right.
It's me against me, and you know, it doesn't. I'm not concerned what about others say. I'm only concerned.
Right.
I'm only concerned with, you know, that the people that I love are getting the best of me, right? They're getting the best of me each and every day, because I'm not sandbagging.
Right.
I'm not focused on things that I shouldn't be focused on. I'm focused on them, right? And I get that through the consistent everyday showing up here at F3. So I recognize aspects of leadership that are not written in the book, but are lived out here on these paths, on the beat down field, next to another man who is in the same struggle you're in, you know?
Got it. We got a bike coming here. Look how nice this
Good
is.
morning.
Good morning. Top of the morning to you. Yeah, that's beautiful, man. So better man, better husband, better father, and
Yeah,
just
it's better. I mean, if you're better in all those areas, then automatically you're better in your community. You're better in anything that you're involved in,
Right.
because you're bringing that energy to all those places. And so, if it's typically not a place where there's a lot of energy, then you're
Right.
bringing energy. If it's a place where there's typically a lot of energy, then you're bringing the right kind of energy.
that's right.
So, you know,
Amen to that.
Yeah, you benefit, and you're benefiting others just by doing what we do, you know. So, and again, that's just over time. Those are lessons that time teaches. They're not lessons that you can get from just one quick, you know, video or one quick, you know.
Right.
I read this book, you know. That's great for ideas, but it's what you actually do and implement that makes the difference.
Got it. Got it. Hey, so where do you see F3 going in for local Austin area and beyond?
Yeah.
And I got a second part to that question.
Uh-huh.
And what's the ultimate impact you're trying to have on men in Austin, and with all pun intended?
Yeah. Hey, I mean, these things overlap, right? They're one and the same in my mind.
Right.
The growth that happens within Austin,
Right.
we're pushing the envelope. When I first started, we had 13 AOs, which are our areas of operation. Those are
AOs.
locations where we do our beatdown.
Right.
Today, we have more than 30.
Wow.
So we're expanding across Austin. That is still the goal. The goal is to have less than 15 minutes from one AO to the next AO. That's how close together, and that's how many we want to have. So that's the goal.
Wow, that's a beautiful goal.
Yeah.
Very inspiring. More men involved.
Yeah, and we get the benefit because as more men join and as more men become part of F3, all those things that I just talked about start multiplying.
Right.
Right? If we have, you know, if we grow by 50 men this year, that's 50 additional points of impact in the community, in households, in Austin, and in, you know, the nation as well. So it's not about, you know, one day to the next change.
Right.
It's more of a slow change, consistent change over time. Some of the goals are to really have F3 become a household name, so that when you share with somebody F3, you're not spending a bunch of time telling them what F3 is.
Right.
You're really spending more time getting them to come out and participate in and to grow, right? So it accelerates the process of going from yesterday, I wasn't a part of F3. Today, I'm a part of F3, and I was able to become part quickly. I was able to assimilate. I understand. I know what to do. I know what the expectations are. All these things that have taken a long time, typically, you know, a few months to get a person to that level,
Right.
can happen much quicker. You know, if we're not having to spend a bunch of time setting the stage, so to speak. So,
Got it. Hey, that's so you're a man of mission, which I love. I love you're purpose driven. You know exactly what you want, and the group is moving toward it. I appreciate your leadership, and I got one last question for you.
yes, sir.
So, if a guy's listening to you right now and he's isolated, lonely,
Yeah.
and he knows he needs brothers, but he's scared, what would you say to him?
Yeah, I'd say, brother, you have to come out and experience it. You know, the joke that I've always made is you only need to come out once.
Once.
And so the idea is, it's just like the Lay's potato chips.
Right.
No one can eat just one. And what I'm saying is,
Right.
our goal is, and you know, and if we're not doing this, we're failing as an organization. Our goal is, in my mind, that if somebody comes and participates with us to one beat down, that they should change their lives such that they will come out continuously. In other words, that experience has to be one where they're, you know, motivated, they see something that they want. I feel like the same way when I first went and I saw something that I wanted.
Got it.
I want that experience for someone. So I'm saying, give us the opportunity to give you that experience. Come out one time, check it out, and you only have to come once. But my hope is that you'll come more than once.
You just might get glued like I am.
That's right. That's right. That's
So
right.
hey, now I said one question. Now another question expanded. So what do you say to a man who's like a little out of shape? They're not quite. They can't do 4-mile hike, or they can't put on a heavy weight on their back. Like I had a back injury, so I'm going lighter. So is like modification allowed? Are you able to?
100%. Not only is it allowed, it's encouraged. The idea is that you push yourself, but you don't hurt yourself. And most places are set up, even running AOs, where they go and run. These guys are fast runners, you know. But if you come there and you say, hey guys, I'm just getting into running, they will have 1-2 guys run even a shorter path, run at slower speed. They tend to run in circles so that it's easier to stay as a group. It's a little tougher in the hike because you can't take the distance away from the hike, but you can definitely change the weight, right? You can have, today I'm using 20 pounds. Lots of times I use 30. Other times I'll go slick if my back hurts. So, you know, there's no judgment. It's not about that. You know, the fitness part is the fuel,
Right.
but the fellowship part, what we do, what we talk about, what we share, and how we grow, that's the glue. That's what brings it all together. So that's what we go for. And so I would say, come on out, give it a shot. Let people know if you come out and you have an injury or you need some modification, let them know. And people will adapt to, you know, the need that you bring.